one. They're a fabulous team.
Yes.
We just love to be able to share with you the story of how this all started 22 plus years ago. Rhonda said she was going to set out to change the industry in bras. And let me tell you, I was at a local store. I'll never forget. I was going up the escalator, and it was a department store. And she said, looked at me, it was a couple of years before she said, Lynn, I am working on something that is going to be game-changing for every single woman, I promise you. Guess what that was? It was this bra right here. Yes, and I don't even know what the count is, how many millions.
I think, so we say 80 million in 35 countries, but that kind of stopped about, about 6 years ago. And now that we're doing 5-packs, I mean, just add a little bit more. But I mean, once you hit 80, I mean, I guess we should, I told her the other day, I said, our goal should be, my goal is to have every single woman or anyone that needs to wear a bra try an bra, because it really will change the way you think about bras.
Hands down. Hands down. And we will talk about every situation out there, but here's what I want to tell you. Just about $10 a bra. That's a 5-pack. And this has been one of the biggest requests for Rhonda. Please do all neutrals.
Yes.
That's exactly what she did. It is a 5-pack at $50 today, under $17 to get it home and try. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee. All you do is shop your top. Extra small, extra large, 1X through 3X. Do not worry if you are a B or if you are a double D. It doesn't matter. And here, real quick, you can get a 5-pack of the white, a 5-pack of the all black. You can get a 5-pack of the beige.
Oh, yes.
That's
always been a popular
one. Oh, yeah. That was my original one.
Yeah.
The sienna, which came after the beige, along with the mahogany, which came after the beige, a little bit deeper.
And now we have
espresso.
So we keep adding to this because of the fact that we want to be inclusive with all the colors, but there's a reason for this.
I didn't ask about the briefs, please, because that's where it all started too.
Yeah, I'm glad
they're available as well. I know.
We just must have got those back in, because the last time I was like,
already sold out?
They always are. They're always sold out.
Let's go from the beginning. What is the magic about this? First off, everything, the material, the fit.
So what Rhonda found 22 years ago, when she really set out after literally 24 years in Hollywood, and before that, she was a dancer. So she's worn leggings, tights. She was on that popular show all those years in Hollywood called Up All Night, where she's wearing lingerie. So she said there has to be a better way to wear intimates as I age, as I get, I go up and down my sizing. And so she took out the guesswork. She's like, what is going to make because she thought of it first, kind of almost what came first was, found the fabric, and she said, what is this fabric? And it was actually just a piece of fabric, but then she said, I've always wanted to do extra small to 3X. I want to take the guesswork out of wanting to know that. So what this is that all done on a Santoni machine, and what that means is there's no hook and eye. It's kind of really takes all that craziness, all that underwire that we normally would have. So what you're looking at right here, you're going to have all of that tension that's built in underneath the breast to give you that lift and support. You have that separation. When you get this home, you'll feel how the nylons kind of are knit differently. And then when you go to the side, you have that wide side, so it's giving you that smoothing. And again, we always make sure that you have that little bit of an armpit bulge coverage, so nothing's going to pop out. And again, you step into this, extra small to 3X, but that wide side. So this is the single layer, which everyone is, this is the one that's beloved, it's the one that started it all. But what you can do when you get a 5-pack, if you think, oh, why would I want a 5-pack? So many people double it up.
I do as a sports bra.
As a sports bra.
Absolutely.
So you could be sleeping in this. So let me just tell you, this is what started me with Rhonda and loving her when I worked here at HSN. Before I even worked with Rhonda, was I was wearing this, and I'm heavier busted, and I always wore a tank top. And I'm like, I think it's actually helping my girls stay lifted and up. And then I realized, oh, there's something out there. Rhonda invented a bra. So think of this even as a sleeping bra. If you're heavier busted and you come home and it feels comfortable to let the girls, because you don't like your bra you're wearing another day, put one of these on. You'll feel better when you sleep. You won't feel cumbersome. It will do that. And then if you want to have a little extra support, step into another one. And then go to the mall, you can go shopping, because that's really where Generation 2 came from, because so many people were doubling up their bras.
And now you're getting a 5-pack. But I will tell you, 22 years ago, when we launched these, they were not $9 or $10.
So that is one thing that we have to say, that we are made in a factory that does a proprietary blend for just us. So you will see this in other stores. you know what happens? Because I like to go shopping, and I like to I'll try those things and find, you throw them in the wash one time, it starts to fray. These do not, and like my aunt was just visiting, and I brought her some, and her son was like, his girlfriend was there too. She's like, they'll never wear out.
They don't.
And like, I mean,
They do not.
This is a family chat at my house. Yeah,
It's true.
She's like, get some. She's like, these things you'll have them forever. And my mom always says, she's like, I just like new colors, but she's like, they never wear out.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
they will keep that shape and keep you supported.
I love these so much.
A lot of times, like you were saying, first off, you can wear these with, I mean, even if it's showing the little strap because they're that pretty.
definitely.
But I've actually tucked the straps in. Like just to wear, so it can be a little bit strapless.
Yeah,
That's how comfortable they are. It's like, I am not, unless it's Rhonda's bandeau, boy, that was a whole nother, that came years later.
But like you can hold it in, because this is truly, I wish I could show, like there are pictures of me, like I went through a twin pregnancy where, you know, obviously your breasts are getting larger and smaller and ups and downs, and this is great for that. And my mom, who's smaller busted, she wears this under her scrubs because she's a nurse.
Right.
And she said she's kind of one of the ones that were kind of like same as the armed forces and the military or anyone that's, you know, a police officer. They said, please give us a 5-pack, because it really becomes just our wardrobe underneath our stuff. It makes it easy, because you really will wear one every day.
Yeah, you won't go back. Like
You will
it's,
never. Yeah,
it's the
amazing.
wildest thing. I mean, yeah, you might try the gel bra, you might love the, you know, but again, this is the one that you will reach for. I can say it, for over 20 years.
I mean, it really
like,
is.
It is like that. And what do you say?
I mean, it really is one of those audible
bra.
things, because we have people, and so each time, and also one of the things, after 22 years, we just don't keep doing this and just hope that they all fit the same as the first one. We retry on every batch we do, which is something that most places don't do. That's why sometimes if you buy a pair of jeans from here and then you want to buy the exact same ones, they didn't do a quality assurance test. We quality assure every time that every time we have a new batch, which really means that small is always going to be a small. You're not going to be like, oh, I used to be in small in that brand, but then they kind of changed their whatever. We are consistent, and that's something that is really, you know, unheard of in the industry of bras.
No doubt. And Erin's wearing the beige. That's our most popular in the 5-pack. Erin's wearing that in the small, in her regular top size,
but look
right?
at her bra. She's wearing a single, and it's still giving her lift. It's still going to give her projection. So this is really one of those bras. Even though it's single layer, we call this level 1, because you're just getting kind of that comfort, relax. It's great for lounging. But for some, it might be all you need.
Yeah.
It really is, because this is something that my grandmother, who's in her 90s, and all her card ladies they're like, you got to call it some other at their sorority, wherever they're at. And they come to me. And even the nurses come and say, thank you for bringing all these bras, because they all wanted us to continue putting on their traditional bras, but it's just too cumbersome and too hard. So that's why this bra is really universal. And this is also what my 13-year-olds wear.
Right.
So it's like literally generational.
Oh, 100%. Hope's in the black. She's wearing this in her true size, which is in the 1X. And they're both wearing the panties, too. So those are available. It looks so good together if you could do it, especially knowing that you're paying $10 a bra. We are welcoming so many first-time shoppers, and this is what I love. So I said earlier, honestly, Jamie, it could be from, you know, friends, that are grandparents now, my friends, but years ago, it was like, you know, we were breastfeeding. One of my girlfriends had, you know, had breastfed. I have sent this to so many people because you want to share that secret with every girlfriend that you have.
You really want, that's like the new, when you say 80 million sold in 35 countries, my new goal is to have everyone try it, because no matter who tries it, everyone, like my aunt that was just here, she's a 3X. And you know, my daughters are an extra small. My mom is a medium. I am a large. We are like this family. I even joked with them when they came down. I said, okay, should we all get a Christmas picture of us in our bras? And they're like, okay, well, maybe not
you're
that
representing.
far. Yeah. But I mean, that's how much it's become. Every one of my aunts, it's become one of those things. It is a thing for you to try, and the first thing you're going to want to do is tell your best friend about it. Tell someone that needs it.
Your niece,
your daughter, because
your granddaughter.
It's like this little secret that no one knows, and I know that if you see this in other stores, it's not the same. When you get
Talk about that, because there has been so many copycats out there, and I mean, it makes Rhonda crazy, but Rhonda, this is the original. This is where it all started.
There was no seamless. There was no seamless in leggings. There really was no seamless in leggings. There was no seamless in bras. There was nothing like this. There was definitely no shop your top extra small to 3X. So what Rhonda did is she said, okay, I want this, and it took a long time because we tried on different body types to figure out, because you're like, how does that work? So whenever you see this, and I think if you see, there's like a little nest. Like if I flip this inside out, I want you to make, it's not a sports bra, because I think so many seamless things have kind of taken on
and
that
no
sports
tags.
bra.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that tag is our inventory
Yeah,
tag.
no tags, but see this little, there's a pocket here. It's like a little, this is the inside, but there's like a little nest for your breast. So your breast is gonna make that shape. And I've noticed recently, as I'm pushing 49 here, I'm like, one side is getting, I mean, we know we're not symmetrical, but I feel like one is deflating in the other, but you don't notice that when you wear a Rhonda Shear bra, because you get that accommodating factor of that space.
On both.
So if you are two sizes, which has been challenging for you, but the best thing about seamless also, even if you do have that one side, that you could always just tuck a little pad in to give you that little bit more projection, because this seamless hugs your body. When it warms up, that's what kind of molds to your body.
And this is where Rhonda really changed the industry. So you're not seeing any bra straps or any metal or any clasp coming through. You're not seeing any demarcations when you take your bra off, because it's like second skin.
You really don't.
I mean, all of those things. And that's what you said, there has to be something different out there. And the same thing goes with the seamless panties that are available for you.
Seamless, if you can grab those, I know we're not going to have a full presentation, but those seamless panties are just back in. Those are perfect for any age, but they're, again, seamless means there's no seams. You're thinking, how does that happen? It's all done on a machine that's called a Santoni machine, which is cylinder, so it's knitting. And I like to, those of you that know about a Cricut or a sewing machine that can program in stitching, that's kind of how this machine works. It programs in where you're gonna have the tension in the back. You're gonna have back here, you're gonna have a little bit more support. And around here, you're gonna have a little bit. So that's really how it happens. And the fact that this was done 22 years ago and Rhonda founded it. She found it first. And it was like, someone goes, oh, I think that we found something. But she's like, oh no, I think you really found something.
I'm not gonna make it into intimates for every woman out there. And we just gave you the information. It's a 5-pack.
A 5-pack is
for
amazing.
the panties. And I wanna say it's $35. That is, so do it, treat yourself. Remember we said earlier?
These panties are, these
panties like game changers.
Like 100%, again, these are completely, grab these with them, because these are your panties that you will go for, and they stretch. They do not cut in. They're the perfect size. They have that French leg cut, but this is obviously on a plastic mannequin. But look at this stretch. You're never, even if you feel a little, I used to hate when I had traditional underwear. It's like, okay, they cut in. I'm like, okay, that means I gained a couple pounds. And nothing like a pair of panties.
Never again.
Never again. No, when you wear these, you are always gonna feel confident and comfortable.
So true. Okay, final minute on our bra, a 5-pack, $10 a piece, under $17 to get them at home, 30-day money-back guarantee, and we, again, sold over 80 million, probably over 100 million now.
Yeah,
5-pack of the white, 5-pack of the black, 5-pack of the beige that you see Erin in, 5-pack of the sienna, the mahogany, or the 5-pack of the espresso. Don't worry about your cup size. Can't say that enough. They wash beautifully. You can't wear these out. I mean, honestly,
you really can't. So that's a big point about washing. Wash, tumble dry. It's easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. And listen, you could go out, and I've done this, get a sports bra, which is basically 2 of these, and spend over $50 in a New York second. You're getting a 5-pack for $50.
That's amazing.
Oh, I'm so thrilled for the hundreds of you in the ordering process. 815-663. Okay, and then the 5-pack of the briefs. I know we're going to continue on, but I want to give you that item number. It's 854-746. It's a 5-pack in all the matching colors, and I think we still have the multi-pack too.
The multi-pack. Just grab it. Those are going to be your go-to. Those are the ones that you usually will fight for to find in the laundry. You're like, oh, where's my favorite pair? So you get 5. That's why we give you 5.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're going to do the bra. And we're gonna elevate it a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, this is what we love so much. And we're gonna add the most beautiful lace. So we have a 2-pack of the seamless bra with the lace